Hello world watchers, how are you today? So today I'm going to make a traditional cake but with a bit of a kick to it, and I reckon this is going to be a fantastic Christmas recipe purely because we're using this, which is limoncello. I love limoncello and tend to have it most of the year round, but a lot of people I know get it for Christmas specifically. So I'm going to do this recipe today. I'm going to try it out, but like I said, I think it'd be great for a Christmas one. So it's a lemon drizzle cake, but it's made with limoncello. So a limoncello drizzle cake, okay? So these are the ingredients. There's very few ingredients. You've got your self-raising flour, caster sugar, 225 grams of soft salted butter, 3 medium eggs beat, 100 mils of sour cream, the zest and the juice of 2 lemons. And that is it.
And the limoncello.
And obviously the limoncello.
Okay.
So
what's that?
That is still caster sugar.
Okay.
As you can see, my caster sugar is mixed between golden and white. But that is the caster sugar to mix with the lemon juice and the limoncello for the top.
To make the topping?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay?
Yep.
So, what I need to do to start off with is I need to beat my eggs into my sour cream until it's blended and smooth. So I'll do that in a second. You don't need to see me doing that. And then in my big bowl, I need to add my large amount of caster sugar. I think that was 225 of that.
Well, all the ingredients will be listed below,
Yeah.
all details as usual.
The zest of the lemons, but I'm going to save a little bit
Okay.
to decorate the top. Only like a tiny little bit.
That's the Isles of Scilly's plane going overhead.
Yeah, sorry about that, but I can't stop the holiday
You can't stop the
makers.
planes, no. Can't stop the holiday makers.
And then the butter goes into there as well. And, you know, it's a traditional cake mix. So we're going to cream the butter and the sugar together with the lemon zest. And then we're going to start adding the wet stuff. You need a 2-pound loaf tin, which should be greased and with a liner. I've not greased it because my liners are non-stick anyway, so that's fine. And this recipe is going to cook at 180 fan, 200 without a fan, and probably a 7, gas mark 6 or 7.
Okay,
we'll check it and put it on.
We should get used to this by now, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that's why I think it's around there.
Yeah.
I know it's around there. Okay, so let me get on with the blending bit and then I'll come back. Okay, so I've creamed together my sugar, butter and lemon zest, and now I need to gradually add this, which is 3 medium eggs beaten with 100 mils of sour cream. I'm going to add it a bit at a time, whisk it in between to make sure it doesn't split. If yours does split, don't panic, just add a tablespoon of your flour and it will bring it back. But if you beat it hard enough,
Yeah,
it'll
beat
come
the devil
back.
out of it, as
It'll
they
come
say
back
on,
anyway.
Bob Ross
So
painting.
whilst I'm doing this, I will go away and I'll be back, because you don't want me to see me mixing eggs in, do you really? No. So once your eggs are into your creamed butter and sugar mix, nice and light and fluffy as you can see, you sift over your flour. Self-raising flour with a pinch of salt added. Once you've sifted it in, you can whisk this again briefly to beat the flour in. Don't beat it too hard because you'll start beating the air out, but you can just mix it to get your flour in. Okay, so make sure you mix it enough so that you don't have any pockets of flour, because that'll be horrible. Once you've done that, you then spoon it into your prepared loaf tin. I did check, by the way, and it is a gas mark 6. So you get your cake mix into your tin. Make sure you poke it into the corners and then kind of smooth it a little bit so that it's kind of even. There we go. And that is going to go into my preheated oven for about an hour, hour and 5 minutes. But do keep an eye on it because all ovens are different. And obviously it's one of those situations where you stick a skewer in, and if it comes out clean, you're there. And if it comes out gooey, you're not. Give it another few minutes. Okay, so we will be back. Okay, so the cake took a little bit longer than an hour. It was about an hour and 5, 6, 7 minutes. Which is why it's really important to keep checking it. So now we need to leave it for 5 minutes to cool in the tin before we poke holes with a skewer all the way through to the base of the cake.
Now, before you go any further, you did actually cover the cake for a little while.
I did, because it started to get quite dark. So, and it wasn't cooked, and it still had about 10 minutes. So I covered it loosely with tin foil to stop it darkening any further.
Everyone's oven's different. Ours is a little bit fierce at times.
Exactly. So whilst that is having its 5 minutes, you need to now take your smaller amount of casting sugar. Like I said, mine's a mix of white and golden.
Golden's nice if you can get it.
And then you're going to add your juice of 2 lemons. I'm actually not going to add all of it because I don't know whether my lemons were particularly juicy, but that seemed like an awful lot to me.
Because you're going to add the liquid of that as well.
And then I'm going to add the 50 ml of limoncello. So that is kind of like a lemony syrup.
It's like a grown-up lemon drizzle, isn't it?
Absolutely. I don't really want that any runnier.
No, I think that's fine, don't you?
So I say that's probably the juice of 1 lemon. But obviously it depends on the size of your lemons, how juicy they are, all of those kinds of things.
It's basically a liquid that goes into the holes on your cake.
Absolutely. So to poke holes in your cake, you could use a cocktail stick, or if you have got a proper skewer, then all's well and good. I've got my cake tester.
Yeah, but we have got cocktail sticks as well in the back.
Yeah. And I'm just going to use that, and we're literally just going to prod some holes all the way through. So once we've done the holes, we are going to add the sugar solution a tablespoon at a time, and we're going to have to wait for it to soak in. So it's going to take time, and it's going to be a slow process, but you will kind of want to let it soak in, and you have to do it while it's hot, otherwise your cake is going to go soggy. Okay, so let's start poking some holes.
So, jobs are good, love?
Absolutely. So I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. Like I said, I'm doing this now as a tryout because I think this will be an excellent Christmassy type cake. So it's an early tryout.
And we will be trying to do a whole bunch of stuff building up for Christmas for you way in advance because, well, why not?
Absolutely. There are a lot of recipes already on the page that people go back to year after year, particularly our
roast potatoes.
Tri-spiked roast potatoes.
Yeah.
So that is it. This is a limoncello drizzle cake. I hope you've enjoyed it. And we will see you all again really soon for some more recipes. Bye for now.